So I'm at Noisebridge, just wanted to record a daily update. So what I was thinking about today, and have been thinking about for I guess a couple of days, I have been depressed the last couple of months, and I thought I was depressed because like my outlook for the future was bad because things weren't happening the way they were supposed to be happening, and then and mostly I was sort of like waiting on information. I was trying to figure some stuff out, and I think I like basically figured it out in the last like 2 weeks or so. Figured all the stuff out that I wanted to figure out, and I thought that once I got the information that I needed, my depression would go away. But it didn't, and then I realized it wasn't because like I didn't have the information that I needed to do it. It was just because like I had sort of like trained myself to sort of like have like a sort of negative outlook because I was so used to not being able to do the stuff that and so like even when I knew how to do it, I still had a negative outlook about it, and I was like, "What is this? Why?" And so I've been thinking a lot like the last like 2 days about basically like intentionally and specifically sort of like stopping. I don't want to say negative thoughts. Maybe it is negative thoughts. Like when I was in my early 20s, there was a lot of people talking a lot about like how negative self-talk is bad, and I really internalized that, and I more or less like completely, not maybe not completely, but like almost all of the negative self-talk that I used to do, like like sort of like you're so stupid, to yourself, or like why do I always do that, like that sort of stuff. I kind of just got rid of it, just like I was just like I understand that this is not like useful ways of like talking or to myself. I could learn to like be just sort of like if I was like frustrated or whatever, I wouldn't beat myself up for it. And I've always thought that that was really useful. But anyway, I never like did anything like that sort of mental exercise for like sort of like negative outlook for the future type of stuff. And maybe not even negative, just like neutral outlook for the future. And over the last couple of days, I've just been thinking a lot about like if my outlook for really anything that I'm going to do, like my prospects for anything that I'm trying to do, isn't like really positive. It's just all of a sudden like become very clear that it's very similar to like negative self-talk. Like I can have like a positive perspective outlook on stuff, and so I've just been thinking about that a lot. It honestly I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know. I'm really excited to tease out what specifically are like the boundaries and like details about this particular way of thinking, because for a long time I thought that like optimism, positive thinking were kind of like sort of like self-defeating like modes, and now I think that it might be as simple as just like stopping yourself from having like a negative or neutral outlook about anything. I think there are constraints though. It doesn't work just like for anything. Like you can't be like, oh, I have a positive outlook, so I'm gonna like be the president of the United States or something. Like it has to be something like practical, that you actually can do, that you have reasonable expectation that you can do. But also, I don't know. It's just like feels magical. That because there's a lot of stuff where it's like I thought I was being reasonable, but it turns out I was actually just depressed. And I didn't know that my depression was just coming from like what I thought was a reasonable outlook. And so yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. What did I do today? I woke up really late because I was out really late. I thought about this for a while. I did some chores. And then I came to Noisebridge. I did some video editing. I edited my video about the attachment style theory, and I'm in the process of editing 2 other videos. And yeah, I'm just really excited about this new way of thinking. Yeah, I was really convinced that the reason I wasn't able to do stuff was not because I had a negative outlook, just because I didn't know how to do it. That's what I ever thought. And now I think there's definitely something too. Like you do need to know how to do stuff. But I thought that my negative outlook was connected to that, and now I'm not so sure. Anyways,